The Real Show is brought to you by UCS Facility Management Limited, Omni Basic Bank, and Dewdrop Hand Sanitizer.
Welcome to The Real Show. We are live on Metro TV Ghana. My name is Mahalia Bamford. And as always, we are here to share stories to inspire you. Now, when it comes to business, which I am a business lover, if you're an entrepreneur, everybody's affected by business, okay? When it comes to business, it is easy to come about an idea and want to sell. But how do you sell it? How do you get it to people? How do you promote it? That is why they say it is first okay to find a problem and try to solve it. And that makes it easier to even sell. Now, we're going to be talking about pushing products, marketing tonight, all right? I've given you a good idea of what we are going to do tonight, even though I usually leave you wondering. So stick with me. Let's delve right into it after this break. Welcome back, and you are live with me on Metro TV Ghana. This is The Real Show. If you just joined us, I am about to introduce my first guest for tonight, and she is a beautiful young woman, or let me just say a woman who has refused to grow. Let's have a look at this introductory video and we will see my guest.
Marketing includes advertising, selling and delivering products to consumers or other businesses. Product, price, place and promotion are the four main components of marketing. As a discipline, it involves all the actions a company undertakes to draw in customers and maintain relationships with them and networking with potential clients. Basically, marketing seeks to match a company's products and services to consumers who want access to those products. Practitioners of this discipline are called marketers. The marketer is responsible for creating an involvement chain between the consumer and the product or service offered. Marketers understand that consumers associate a product's price and distribution with its quality, and they take this into account when devising a marketing strategy. Sophia Dessande is a young and dynamic bilingual digital marketer and business development professional. She is Chadian of nationality and moved to Ghana in 2014. Then made a switch in her career plan from the health management industry to business consulting and had a change with the real estate industry. She is currently managing the marketing department of Imitation Ghana Limited, a leading company in the sole distribution of Moët, Hennessy, Morning, Illy, San Pellegrino, Aquapana, Campari, Veuve du Vene, and Long Mountain and other spirits. Welcome, Sophia.
Welcome, Sophia Dessande, right? Yes. Well, welcome. And that means they said you are Chadian, right, in the video?
Yes, I am.
And that means you're from Chad, right? Or
Exactly.
the Republic of Chad, if I should say, officially known as that. So why Ghana?
So funny enough, anytime I get asked the question, I used to say I was looking for the promised land, and I landed in Ghana.
Oh, Ghana is the promised land. It is the land of prosperity. Thank you for choosing us. And you're welcome once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me tonight.
Okay.
To come back to your question, I actually moved to Ghana to learn English.
Oh,
The
okay.
plan was to go to Canada
Okay.
to pursue my studies. And when I got to Ghana, I fell in love with the country.
Oh, that is sweet.
And I realized going all the way to Canada was very far away from my family because my family was still back in Chad at that time.
Okay.
And it would have been very hard for me to come back home every year. So I just decided, listen, Ghana is still Africa. Let me just stay in Ghana. There's a living in Ghana.
Well, we are an English-speaking country, so you can still
Exactly.
pick up. Well, you speak good English, though.
Thank
I must
you.
say, and you look amazing.
Oh,
You have to let
you.
us know what it is you do that keeps you so young.
I'm actually young.
What's your age, if you don't mind me asking?
I just turned 29 last month.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So,
Wow. Okay. Now, you were in the health sector,
Yes.
and then you decided to venture into marketing.
Yes.
Why did you make that decision?
It was a little bit forced to me. Life happened. So I decided to become a doctor. I went to medical school for 3 years. And unfortunately, my father has to leave this world. And realizing the whole family situation, I decided I need to make a switch in my education, pursue something that is a little bit shorter when I will be able to complete school and support my mother to cater for my siblings.
How has the journey been so far, being a marketer?
Being a marketer, amazing. I mean, at the beginning, I was a little bit remorse because I wasn't sure if I would really love what I would do. But at the end, I'm loving it. It's really interesting.
Now, as a marketer of one of the biggest distributors we have, that's in Mexico, Ghana, what are some of the challenges that you have? And first of all, what do you even distribute as a company?
Oh, so we are the leading distributors of the premium drinks in Ghana.
Okay.
When I say Moët, doesn't need introduction. When I say Hennessy, there's no introduction.
Yeah.
Comes to Campari, the Aperitivo, and we have wines. Nobody can beat us when it comes to wines. Any range at all, just mention your price, mention your category. We are right present for you. But we also do non-alcoholic drinks. Coffee, milk, tea, water, because our water is premium, San Pellegrino and Aquapana, but also the syrup, Muna.
Beautiful. So you cut across. Everybody can have something from
Everybody.
in Mexico.
Everybody.
Now, looking at the markets, okay, well, from my business background, I feel, like I said in my introduction, it's easy to come up with an idea that you believe in and want to push, but to actually sell it to people, you know, there are different drinks you have. Some people would sit and think, oh, why should I have to spend so much on a particular champagne, maybe Moët? Why do I have to spend so much on this particular bottle of wine and all of that? So I'm sure it comes with fluctuations with sales and all of that. But how do you deal with the challenges?
I mean, we mostly think we don't sell a product, we sell a lifestyle.
Great.
Because you enjoying a drink is a whole lifestyle coming with it. The way you enjoy a cognac is not the same way you enjoy wine, and it's not the same way you enjoy coffee. So we try to sell it to people, the enjoyment around this drink. And so far, everybody wants to feel good.
Can you school us? How do you enjoy champagne? How do you enjoy champagne? How do you enjoy wine? How do you enjoy the spirits? I don't take spirits, and so if somebody is wondering how people take it, or if somebody goes to a party and for the first time you're handed a glass of champagne, how do you enjoy it? Can you, like, as a marketer of these drinks, school us today on The Real Show? Right.
Wine and champagne is more or less like bougie. This bougie because the bubbles, this whole atmosphere around it is classy, is premium. But champagne has gotten above it as luxury because we have Dom Perignon that is no more common because when you drink Dom Perignon, you have reached a certain level. And we see that most of the time to celebrate, people pop champagne and spread it around. An example of Jay-Z, he just bought a champagne because he just bought a champagne and he sprayed it and they sent him an email that, no, you cannot do that with our brand. So it showed power, the game power.
Oh, wait, hold on. You sent him an email to say he can't do that with your brand?
We didn't send him, but it's another brand that I wouldn't mention.
So he received an email about spraying champagne the wrong way. It means there's even a way you're supposed to take champagne. Interesting. And
some companies are very meticulous about it. And when it comes to cognac as well, they are connoisseurs. I'm not a cognac drinker, but you can see that people are so loyal to the cognac they drink. We have different varieties of cognac, but of course, NSC is the best. Those who are loyal drinkers of NSC, they cherish it so much that they don't want to mix it with anything else. And the aperitivo, when you're having apero with your friends, or when you have a heavy meal you want to digest, you can have a Campari.
Well, now most of the time, for those of us who don't know much about alcohol, we easily hear about the champagnes and the wines, or we even try them. But would you say, when you talk about cognac, are you talking about spirits?
Yes.
If somebody's watching, the person doesn't have any idea what you're saying, would you say talking about cognac is just spirits?
Exactly.
Okay, all right then. So what about the Jack Daniels and all that?
Well, those are brands that I don't handle, so I wouldn't like to talk about them.
All right. So can you tell us, when it comes to the spirits, the brands you actually deal in?
So actually, when it comes to spirits, we have the whiskey and the bourbon. So like right here, we have the wild turkey bourbon, and there is American honey that can be used as shooters as well. They are amazing, and I assure you that they're the best bourbon in Ghana when it comes to, when you want even to make cocktails, I would recommend everybody to go with them.
The American honey.
American honey, and then wild turkey.
Okay.
And we also have Old Smuggler. Okay. That is also another one. We have the Aperitivo, Aperol, Campari, Cenzano. Those are the three sitting right there.
All right, so that's a good display of a wide variety that you have. Now, when it comes to wines, I know there's sweet, there's, which one? Dry?
There's dry and sweet.
And sweet.
Yes.
But usually they say wine is good when it ages.
Yes.
We mostly see wine on the shelves as old as maybe 2018, not later than that. What would you say is the reason as a distributor?
A wine on the shelf on 2018?
Yes. I've not seen wine older than maybe 2 or 3 years on the shelves before.
You haven't seen it?
Yes.
They
so
do
why
exist.
Is that so? They do.
They do exist, but the rate is higher.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
yes.
that because older wines are more expensive, that's why we usually see the ones that are not so old.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we do have the older wines also in our portfolio. We call them the Grand Cru.
Okay. The what? Sorry?
Grand Cru.
Grand Cru.
Yes, it's in French.
Okay. You heard that on the real show. Older wines are called Grand Cru.
Yes.
That's French, right?
Yes.
Well, French people love their wines.
Exactly,
so.
we do.
Now, take us to a typical day as a marketer. Most often, when we hear that somebody is a marketer, all we think of is they're trying to push sales. And people think, I mean, how hard can that be? You know, so I want you to explain how a typical day in your workspace is like, kind of, so people can understand how the work goes and the effort you have to put in to achieve your targets.
So basically, on a daily basis, I work with the different brands that have brand managers. So it's come up with initiatives that can push the sales. So we identify outlets and what can be done in the outlets, and if the outlets will be really responding to a certain product, because we have variety of products, and we must identify which product will be selling best in the outlet. So come up with events that will excite the audience, that will make them relate to the brand, but will make them also become ambassadors of the brands, because we want them to drink it, but we want them to incite other people to also drink it. Most of the time is for us to brainstorm and find what can we put out there for people to relate to the drinks that we have.
Great. Now, when there's a new addition to what you distribute, how would you say the market takes the new addition? Generally, Ghanaians, how would you say we are taking the alcohol that we have? Because we know we have the local drinks here. And people usually, for instance, when it comes to alcohol, when we think of spirits, we have a local alcoholic drink we call akpetishi, you know. So how would the normal Ghanaian feel like? How would you get the normal Ghanaian to shift their loyalty from akpetishi to, let's say, Hennessy? You know, what are some of the things you take into consideration?
A lot of education.
Okay.
A lot of education for them to understand first what's the alcohol about, but also for them to understand what's the lifestyle around this alcohol. It's coming from somewhere. Try to let them know and see what other people are doing with this same alcohol. Let them try it. When you try, you like, you stick.
Great. Oh, I like the confidence you use in talking about your drinks. You know what each is for. Even talking about American honey being used in cocktails and all of that. Yes. You spoke about having events, you know, to put your drinks out there and advertise and let people be aware of what you have. What are some of the events you have in the year?
So on a yearly basis, we have a lot of activation. So let's take a drink like Campari. We're in a campaign right now in Ghana, Make It Red. I'm pretty sure you have seen a lot of billboards in town. The idea is to make your drink red. And one of the things that we are really following up on is the Campari beer. So if you're a beer drinker, trust me, you need a Campari in your beer. And you know we enjoy beer when we have our fufu on the weekend. So we do activation.
You can add a bit of Campari to beer.
To beer. It's changing the color, it's changing the taste, making it way better.
Great. Do you have a favorite in any of the drinks that you distribute?
I'm a wine lover, a champagne lover, but I mean, yeah, let me dilute a little bit and come down to wine.
So red or white?
I love red.
Why?
I love white, sorry. I
White.
prefer white.
Why?
White is a little bit lighter and it's
Okay.
refreshing to me.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you say is your best selling white wine?
Is the best
Selling white wine for you?
in Ghana.
Yeah, no, for what you distribute.
Long Mountain.
Long Mountain.
The Long Mountain Merlot is our best-selling white.
Oh, well, it's white by me, so I guess I get to try
This is the
after
sweet
the
red
show.
that you have right there. That is
Okay.
also very nice.
Yes, and before we started the show, you made a statement about this particular one.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to mention it right. Veuve de Vernay.
Veuve de Vernay.
Veuve de Vernay.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a French brand.
Is this champagne or wine? Because I heard you
It's
say
a
wine.
sparkling wine.
Sparkling wine.
Yes.
Okay.
So it
then
may
tastes
look like a champagne, but it's a sparkling wine because the grapes are not being done in the region of Champagne. That's the reason why it's not a champagne, but a
Okay,
sparkling
so
wine.
it's sparkling wine, and this is white wine.
This is a red wine.
This is red wine. Yes. Okay. All right then. Wow.
And we have two
So-
bottles of white wine just right in front of us.
Yeah, what brand is this? I can't tell
So
from where
the
I am.
one on the right side is from Gérard Bertrand. It's another French brand that we have, and it's the Côte des Roses. This bottle is so amazing because you can even use it to decorate your room. Under it is a rose.
Oh. I can tell from even where I'm seated. This is beautiful.
And on the left is another wine coming from Italy for the brand Fontinelle, and is the wine from Mary de Blage.
Nice. Do you distribute only wines from Paris or French countries?
Not at all. This one is from Italy.
Okay then.
So we have some wine also from Spain, from Lebanon, from South Africa. The
Great, I
Long
was
Mountain
gonna
is from
ask.
South Africa.
All right then. Now, as your life as a marketer, okay, do you feel like being a marketer influences other areas of your life? Do you end up trying to get people to buy into your ideas no matter what they say, you know, because you're used to letting people understand what you sell and getting them to buy into it? Do you think it affects other areas of your life?
I may say yes. I like talking. So anytime I'm having a conversation, I want to lay out what I have in the mind very clearly, and I want you to understand my point. So it takes me a lot of effort for me to be very clear in my communication so that we can have an easy conversation and you getting to gain something from me. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, marketing influence a lot in my life.
Well, I can tell, but can you take us through your educational background? Because you did mention that you wanted to do something that won't take as long as reading medicine.
Yeah.
So take us through that and your journey to become a marketing personnel.
So actually, when I went to medical school, that was something I really cherished, and I will never regret it because it taught me customer care and how to have empathy, how to listen to the need of people, because yeah, as a doctor, you really need to be patient, though I'm not a patient person. Yeah, medical school taught me a lot of those basics that today I'm carrying with me in marketing. And when I moved to Ghana after the English courses, I did bachelor in business administration. And my first year, I honestly didn't choose if I wanted to do marketing. But it's when I did the model of communication, I realized, like, listen, I found a calling here.
Where did you read this, please? Where did you read this?
Sikkim Manipal University.
Okay.
This is actually Indian school, and I was doing a distance learning here in Ghana.
Okay, great. So was that it? Afterwards, something else?
Well, when I completed at Sikkim Manipal University, I did a master degree at Accra Business School, leadership and management, and then I did another executive MBA as marketing, and I'm actually pursuing another MBA at digital marketing because I want to go deeper into the marketing, but also digitally.
Well, that's impressive. Now, if somebody is watching and wants to be a marketer or is already a marketer, what would you say, in your experience, is something that they need to have? Or what would you say are the factors to becoming a great marketer?
Be really observant.
Okay.
Be really observant. We are no more creating anything in this world. We are taking what was created and then we are adding up to our context. but you need to be observant. Things that happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you can use them and reinvent them to adapt them to the concept. So being observant is very, very important.
Great. Let's talk a bit about your personal life. You're a very interesting person, or at least you come across as one to me. So tell us, what do you do for fun? I mean, talking about your educational background is beginning to sound like maybe you're very into your work and you've done a lot of schooling. But besides that, what else do you do?
I love reading. It doesn't sound really fun, but I love reading and I love dancing.
Okay, and then you love talking.
Yes, I do. Yes.
What is all the music you listen to?
I listen to a lot of Zouk and Kizomba because I'm a dance instructor of Kizomba.
Wow. Do you do that in Ghana?
Yes.
Where?
I do private lessons for now.
Interesting.
And before COVID, I used to travel a lot to go to Togo, to Benin, to do classes and also to partake into festivals. And yeah.
Tell us about your family.
My family, I come from a family of 4 kids. I'm the second.
Okay.
And I have 2 lovely...
No, I was going to say you're the first.
I'm the first lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I have a elder brother.
Okay.
And I have 2 amazing junior brother and sister. And my mom, an amazing woman where I take most of the value I have today thanks to her, because she brought up the woman I am today.
In the marketing film, I mean, mentioning that your mom is an amazing woman whom you look up to and all of that, you have a role model in the marketing field, somebody you look up to become better each day?
I hardly look at someone in a professional onset, because I believe that you are never fulfilled if you just target yourself professionally, but as a woman, as an all-done woman, I look up to Michelle Obama very much. Wow. Because I believe that she has succeeded professionally in her personal lifestyle, as a mother, as a wife. I mean, she's just an amazing woman.
Well, I agree. Now, about personal care. Okay, many a time we think that when a woman is successful, it means that she spends all her time doing work. You've shared with us that you do other things beside that as well. But how do you take care of yourself? Do you get time to do things for yourself? What are some of the things you do to show yourself love, like personal time?
I really enjoy those times, and I never compromise them. I like having my hair done. I like getting my massage, doing my manicure, my pedicure. Those are the moments that I enjoy me. And they're very important, because in the week when you have been so stressed out at work, these are the moments that you find yourself back. And meditation is something that I discovered just 2 years ago, but it really helped me. Getting into just 5 minutes in a day, you come back into yourself. Quiet time, a calm time. When you talk to yourself, you listen to your thoughts. I mean, those are my basic self-care routine, but I had also working out. I love working out. I can work out 5 times a week.
Wow.
Just in my room, I do some few exercises, and I dance, of course.
Well, like looking at the distribution industry, would you say it's profitable?
It's profitable to be in this business? Of course.
Okay, so if somebody is watching and the person wants to enter, what are some of the fears or downs and lows in the business?
The competition is rude.
Okay.
The competition is rude because everybody wants to enter, everybody wants to sell something. But if you know your product, and if you have belief in your product, and you know that your product are good products, there's nothing that you could fear.
So saying you are the distributors of Moe, does it mean that somebody else cannot distribute Moe in Ghana?
No. We are the sole distributors of all the brands that we have.
Great. So then how do you deal with imitation or fake products on the market?
It's a very good question. There are fake products in the market, and it's very hard for us to stop or for us even to control all of them. But anytime that we have an information that there is someone selling a product that we have, we try as much as possible to get all the information about the product. We send it back to our supplier for them to do a cross-check if it's really coming from them or if it's just a fake product. And if that happens on an outlet, we try to tell the outlet that this is not coming from us. You might be careful, because if your customers are getting products that are fake, they might get sick. And if they get sick, they might not come to your outlet again.
Can you share with us some life principles and something to motivate us?
Which one can I share? I mean, be happy.
Be what?
Be happy.
Be happy.
I like saying smile, sunshine. Because whatever is thrown on you, I mean, at the end of the day, you'll be all right. And there's something that I used to know, but I'm trying to understand it better now. If there's a situation now, can you do something about it? Yes, do it, be happy. Can't you do something about it? Okay, you can't, but still be happy. Life still goes on.
Would you say you're a religious person?
I am.
Can you tell us about your religion? Are you Christian or Muslim?
I'm Christian.
Okay.
I'm Christian.
Where do you church in Ghana?
I church at Agape House.
Oh, which branch?
East Legon.
Oh, you live in East Legon?
Yes, I do.
Before we go, okay, tell us, if somebody from Chad meets you today and says, Sophia, I want to move to Ghana, what would you say your experience in Ghana, or what experience you have in Ghana that you would want to tell the other person that would convince the person to come to Ghana? I'm asking you to market Ghana right now.
How much are you paying me?
Oh, no, with the truth, of course, with the truth. Personal experience.
I mean, Ghana is a country that you can develop yourself.
Okay.
Compared to my country, Chad, that we all know where there's war, is peaceful. There's security. And if you have goals and objectives in life and you are serious about them, moving to Ghana will help you achieve them.
Great. What is your experience with the Ghanaians as a people? Everybody says Ghanaians are friendly, Ghanaians are hospitable. Is that what you got when you came to Ghana?
I mean, it depends. There are up and downs. There are people that will be so down to earth with you, and there are others that will make you feel like. But I think it's the same thing everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. Just try to adapt because they have their own culture. And first, for you to understand the culture, and for you to try to see if I can accept this culture and live with it. If you can't change your own country. You can change yourself for the country, but if you can't, I mean, leave the country for them.
What's your favorite Ghanaian meal? Or you're always trying to make wache?
I love wache.
You have a favorite joint?
I love wache.
Oh, interesting.
I can have wache for breakfast now. I'm Ghanaian, confirm.
Wow. Well, welcome to Ghana once again. This has been a very interesting conversation. And thank you for schooling me on your spirits, which you said is same as a cognac, right? And then the wines, and so there's white, there's red.
And there's also rosé.
Okay, tell us about that.
The rosé is actually, let me put it so simply, red and white. In between there's the rosé.
So, yeah. So it's like, it's not red, it's not white, it looks pinkish.
Exactly.
You know, anytime I hear rosé, I think there's a champagne called rosé.
Yes,
so
there's a champagne called rosé, and the wines are also rosé.
Rosés, okay, yes. Great. We usually hear of only white and red. But hey, you learned this on The Real Show, okay? Sophia is telling us there's white wine, there's red, and then there's rosé. They are all wines. The difference is that the rosé is in between red and white, as in the look, the color, okay? All right, but everything is grapes, right?
Yes, everything comes from grapes.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Sophia,
Thank you for having
your time
me.
with us on The Real Show. And I'm going to try and wrap up all that we've learned today. So she is a marketer of Mexico, Ghana. They are the leading or biggest distributor of drinks like Hennessy. You can see some of the samples here. So your wines, your champagnes, your...
coffee.
What? Coffee? Okay, and water. Your cognacs, even water. And then they have non-alcoholic drinks as well. Yes, so you should get it from them because that's how you know you're getting the authentic things, okay, from the markets, because what you take in is what makes you are what you eat and what you drink. So make sure you're getting it from the right source.